Welcome to the NACHO, a 4 to 6 man base on a Dorito-shaped footprint, complete with an open core, a 360 shooting floor, a shield wall, and anti-siege. Let me show you around. So on the outside we have 3 external tool cupboards and 3 gatehouses into the compound. Go through the single door on either side of the gatehouse, where we have a double door acting as an airlock. Inside the gatehouse we have some respawns with hidden loot above, and retakes on either side looking between the external walls and the shield wall. Going through the garage door, you'll see that the inside of the shield wall is very spacious. On the other 3 sides of the base we have a bedroom with a hidden battery and your anti-siege disconnect, which I'll explain how that works in the tutorial. As you can see, movement around the inside of the shield wall is very clean, and it's covered by 6 turrets, 3 above the gatehouses and 3 above these mini bedrooms. Next to the bedrooms we have some peaks looking out into the high external walls if they get breached. There are 6 of these, 2 on each side of the base. One great feature of the shield wall is that you can ping wall on top. This means that you can extend the shield wall up by 1 or 2 more floors to deflect rockets. Very useful in an online raid so you can seal your base, but if you really wanted to, you could leave the base like this at all times, just in case of an online or an offline, to make a pummel raid that much more expensive. Next to these shield wall peaks we also have some reverse waterfalls. These give you quick access from the compound up to your roof, using the netting and the triangle ladder hatch. Similarly, you can use the chute on the right hand side to get back down from the roof straight to the compound. Before we take a look inside the base, if you're looking for something more private, so raiders won't know the interior layout of your base, check out my Patreon and YouTube members sections, where you can find some of the best designs I've ever created, including my latest upload, The Skelter, a 4 to 8 man open core circle base. Just click the link in the description. The base has 3 entrances, 1 on each side of the base, leading up to the 2nd floor, and the chutes carry all the way up to the roof, accessing the open core and the shooting floor on the way up. On the 2nd floor we also have 2 large loot rooms, space for beds, and a drop down into your starter, complete with a one-way retake in case anybody tries to go deep, which should be really useful early game. If you want to, you can remove this double door. It's only there to seal off the one-way retake before you have the embrasure. As you can see, there's loads of loot space in the starter for deployables, boxes and bags. And one of the best things is that the starter begins with just a 2x1 for easy expansion. But when the base is finished, I highly recommend moving the TC to one of the higher floors to make it more difficult to find. Jumping up to the 3rd floor, we have access to our open core. This has 3 entrances, 1 on each side of the base, with some loot space and a turret above, and even a retake too, which I'll show in a minute. Next to the entrances we have 3 large loot rooms with loads of space for barrels and boxes to give your team great quality of life. Going back up through one of the 3 entrances and using the chute to go up to the next floor, we have access to one of the 3 retakes. Remove the window and you'll be able to kill anyone that's in your open core. And don't worry, no one can use it against you as the turrets also cover the retakes. On the next floor up we have one-way retakes into the shooting floor, covering 2 sides at the same time. There's also another retake here which covers the exit or entrance into the shooting floor. Now we're on the 5th floor of the base where we have our respawns. In each corner we have space for a battery, but I recommend you put your TC in one of these when the base is finished, so as it could be on any one of the 3 sides. Even if the raiders see this video, they won't know where your TC is. Access the shooting floor through the double door and single door airlock. Out here we have a mix of offset and wide gap peaks to cover the full compound and surrounding area. The thicker stone frame stops you from falling through the gap, but I think you can also use the jungle skin or the crypt one too, as they're thicker than some of the other stone skins and the metal. Moving up the roof we have peaks on these sides, and a brutalist style peak at the front to give you some long range angles. But you don't actually need the brutalist skin for that, you can use any skin. Above there's a retake onto the roof, and as you can see the shooting floor wraps around the whole entire base. So on 3 sides we have offset peaks, and on the other 3 sides like this we have wide gaps. And each section of the shooting floor can be closed off with double doors to prevent raiders from gaining full control of it. Go back inside the 5th floor up to the mobility chutes to access the roof. On the way up we have some more one-way retakes to cover every angle. Of course, because the base is symmetrical by 3, there are 3 mobility chutes all leading up to the roof and down to the floors below. These modules above the bedrooms are for your main turrets. They give excellent coverage, leaving no blind spots on the roof. If you like, you can add 3 more next to the mobility modules, but it's not necessary. So under the turrets we have a bedroom complete with 2 vending machines and peaks looking outside. So if you like the base, make sure to leave a comment and a like down below, and now I'm going to show you how to build it. Start off the build with 2 squares, surround them with walls, and put a door on this side. Place your TC on the right hand side and lock it. If you don't lock it, then your external TCs won't protect your main TC. Now build a shelf next to the TC by placing a triangle floor through the wall like so. Then expand the footprint with another triangle and a square. Surround the square with walls and put a door on the triangle. Build the ceiling and put down another door here. We'll place the shelf later, as you can use this square for extra bags for your team. Expand the footprint with 3 more triangles and a square. Seal in the square, then put a door on this triangle and a window on this one. Seal in the roof and build a half-height triangle for your one-way retake, and seal it temporarily with a double door. Now build a half-height shelf in this square, and you can bridge it over to the right hand side one when you're ready. And you can put another door in this slot if needed. And so far this is how the starter should look. Now expand it with 2 more squares, put walls all around, put down your embrasure and a window when you've got it. Then build a shelf at half height with another garage door. If you don't have garage doors yet, don't place the shelf, just use a furnace as a jump up or something like that. Then build walls and a ceiling on this square with a half height shelf and a door. So far you should have something that looks like this. Then next to this square add another double door, and do the same again on the other 2 sides. Put walls in every other slot. Put down your ceiling. Then put another door here. Then build a loot room on the left hand side of the other door. And do the same again on this side. If you're wondering what should be upgraded to metal or HQM, then you can refer back to the tool, or just use common sense because it's kind of obvious really. Next we're going to add honeycomb to the base. For this I'll be using 3-way symmetry, so just copy it again on the other 2 sides. So put down 3 triangle foundations and honeycomb the left hand wall. Then put your triangle stairs and honeycomb the right hand triangle. On PC you can actually place all the honeycomb and then the triangle stairs afterwards, but on console I don't think that's possible, so that's why I suggest to build the triangle stairs before the honeycomb. If that still doesn't work, then you'll have to use a furnace as a jump up instead of the stairs on console. When you build it on all 3 sides of the base, honeycomb the spaces in between, like so. Again, do the same on all 3 sides. Next we'll extend the mobility chutes up, place a frame with the door, then place walls all around the second floor, place ceilings on these triangles, seal in this part with honeycomb, then build a half-height triangle for a jump up and a garage door. Jump up to the next floor and put an exit on the left hand side, with another jump up to the floor above, so don't seal in the top of this triangle. Do the same again on the other 2 sides of the base. Then add more honeycomb on these sides. Do the same again on the other 2 sides. Next we're going to build our external TCs. So place 2 twig squares and a stone triangle. Remove the squares, then build out to the right with a twig triangle, 2 squares and another triangle. Then place 3 stone triangles for your external TC. Build 2 walls on this one, and then place your external and remember to lock it, and seal it with a window. Put 2 half walls on this side so you can disconnect the TC, then a door and a wall. Then add another garage door to increase the raid cost. To connect it to the stone triangle, first place a wall on either side and a ceiling. Then connect it with 2 triangle frames and 2 square frames. If you need to disconnect the TC, just place a twig square here and a roof. To reconnect it, just replace the square. Repeat these steps again on the other 2 sides of the base, so you have 3 external TCs. At this point we're going to start building the compound, but if you want to, you can skip ahead and build the open core first, it's up to you. Build back towards the base with triangles on each side, like so, and put down a wall on your left and right, with a half wall above. In the center, put a twig half wall, stone triangle shelf, and a full wall with a square floor above that. Then build your battery compartment, some more triangle ceilings, and 2 garage doors. This whole module should be upgraded to metal when it's done, because the anti-seize connection inside needs to be well protected. To use the anti-seize, this base has inter-TC. So basically you need to disconnect the external and reconnect this module back to the base with a square roof like so. This extends privilege from your main TC out over the external so it can't be griefed. If the external does get destroyed, then you'll need to disconnect the mechanism like so to replace the external TC. As anti-seize is a problem in online raids only, I recommend having the compound bedroom modules connected to the main base to protect your external TCs when you're online. When you go offline, disconnect it from the main TC and reconnect it back to the externals so your main TC is protected in offline. Now extend the footprint with 4 more triangles and delete the 2 twig ones in the center. Join these 2 together with half walls, and then put a full wall on this one. Then here put a triangle floor to stand on, a wall frame, a triangle frame, 2 triangle roof pieces, and you may need to move around to place them correctly, a window and an embrasure facing inwards with a small box. Do the same again on this side. When you've done that, add a siren light here to the middle of the wall so you can jump up and build your ping wall if necessary. Also place a turret in the center here. When complete, the section should look like this. Repeat these steps on the other 2 sides of the base. Next we're going to build our gatehouses, but before you do that, make sure to upgrade these 2 foundations to metal as they can't be reached later. Add 2 squares and a triangle, then 3 squares. Then build triangles on the first 2 squares, and it should look like this. Now build the gatehouse with single doors and a window. Make sure the single doors open inwards so they don't collide with the high external walls that were placed later. Then add low walls on either side, with half walls, triangle floors on the half walls, full walls here, and a half wall in the center, with a square ceiling and triangle frames on either side, windows with embrasures, and a ceiling and a garage door. Finished off with roof pieces to make it easy to climb up. And again, repeat this on the other 2 sides of the base to make 3 gatehouses. Now that's done, we can seal the compound with high external walls. Start off by these anti-seize mini bedroom modules. Make sure the wall clips into the triangle frame and twist around to place it correctly. This one here next to the gatehouse needs to have quite a steep angle so you can fit one more wall in between the other two. Make sure you can still enter the base. And do the same again on the other sides. Again, remember to check that you can properly enter the gatehouse from both sides. If you can't, then you'll need to replace the walls. For your barricades, place one on top of each gatehouse and make sure it's not too close to the half wall behind it. Otherwise you might have difficulty placing your ping wall. Then do the same again on this side and on the other two bedrooms as well. Now for the open core. Start off by putting walls all around the third floor. Then on these double triangle parts, extend the walls up by another floor. Place ceilings, then a divider. You can upgrade these floors and the dividing wall to metal if you like, but it's not really necessary. Do the same again on the other two sides of the base. When you've done that, extend all three mobility chutes. First, place down a triangle ceiling and a full wall on the right, with a triangle ceiling and a door frame with a garage door on the left. Next, place half walls in these slots. Then a window here. Make sure the embrasure faces towards you. Another window here with the embrasure facing the opposite way. And then windows on top of the other two half walls. Then a full wall in the middle, and a triangle ceiling above you with a garage door. Next, place two twig triangles. Remove the one furthest away and upgrade the one in the center. And add a full wall. Jump up, then a triangle ceiling, a full wall in the middle, two more triangle ceilings, and a garage door. Do the same again on the other two sides of the base. When you've done all three sides, you can now go ahead and seal in the top of the open core. This will give you some more protection whilst you finish the interior. and you can use the retakes in the mobility chutes to defend the roof of your base. Before you move on, you need to place triangle ceilings next to each retake. This is so they can't be used against you, as otherwise raiders will be able to see directly into your mobility chutes. This just closes up the gap. Back inside the open core, we're going to build the loot rooms on the right hand side. Then in the center, place 3 half walls. Then put triangle floors on top. To finish off the loot room, build a ramp in the floor. Make sure it's lowered. Then for the first triangle shelf, build a twig square. Then a twig triangle through the wall, and replace the twig square with a stone triangle. Then build your other 2 shelves, a door frame and a half wall. You have to use a ladder to place the top boxes. Do the same again on the other 2 sides. If you're having trouble placing the ramp in the floor, that's because of a deployable on the second floor below. It could be something like a light or a locker, so you'll have to remove that first. To the right of each loot room, place a garage door, then a square ceiling above, and above that put a square shelf using a half wall, then another wall frame, but don't put a garage door in that slot. Do the same again on the other 2 sides. And like I said, don't put a garage door in this slot. To place your turrets, you'll have to use a ladder and put them in the corner like so. Now the open core is done, we can build the respawn floor. Start off by the mobility chutes and extend the windows up by 1 floor. Put a triangle ceiling and another garage door. Then place 2 windows here, followed by a frame and a floor. Then another window in this slot, with a full wall behind, 2 triangle floors and a garage door. Do the same again on the other 2 sides. Next, on each corner, build a single door and a wall. And you can build the ceiling. Start off by these double triangles and place a full wall and a double door, making sure the single door and the double door both face outwards so the airlock works. In the other slot, we'll build a place for the battery or your TC. Then in this slot, put a full wall and 2 door frames here. After that, finish each mobility chute with a half wall on the left, a ceiling and a single door, then another ceiling and a half wall. As I mentioned in the tour, you could put another turret pod here if you like. Before building the shooting floor, make sure to place more triangle floors in these slots to seal up the gaps in the mobility chutes for the retakes. Now for this again, I'll be using three-way symmetry, so you have to copy these sections on the other three sides of the base. Extend the frames up all around the offset peaks by 2 floors. And the same again on these triangles. And on this square too. Then on the wide gaps on either side, extend the frames up by 2 floors. And when it's done, it should look like this. Then from on top of the gatehouse, place a twig floor to stand on, and some more twig here as scaffolding. Then you can extend the frames up further by 2 more floors. And the same again with these slots. In the center here, place 3 half walls, then frames on top. Then lastly, 2 more frames here. Then place a square on top from this angle. Now you can remove all the twig. So at this point it should look like this. And we can finish the rest from the shooting floor level. First, place triangle floors attaching to the frames. These will make your offset peaks. Then place triangle floors on the wide gaps with a double door. Make sure the door opens towards you. Then place a twig triangle here with a stone frame. Then place 2 more wall frames. Remove the twig and place a full wall. Do the same again here. To add stability, place it in the frame here, on both sides, with square ceilings and a triangle in the center. After that, build windows all around the square in the center, then a square frame, followed by a square roof. Then put embrasures in the side slots, attach a twig floor to the front of the roof with 2 twig half walls. We do this so we can place the vending machines. Then finish off the retake with a low wall and a ceiling. Place a stone floor on the half walls, then place a window and a box. Crawl through the window. Place twig triangles on either side. Then place your vending machines as close to the center and the window as possible. Shoot out the twig triangle in the center to collapse all the twig and leave the vending machines in place. Place your horizontal embrasure. Then jump up on the roof and place frames in these slots. Then build the bedroom module with windows and half walls on top. Put down 2 square ceilings. And a double door. Place your turret in the middle of the square. Then protect it with some wall frames and some chain link. To the right of the bedroom, place a wall frame, 2 triangle frames, and low walls on top. These can stay wood as they're unlikely to get destroyed, but you can upgrade them to stone if you feel paranoid about it. Do the same again on the left hand side. With 2 triangle roof pieces and a single door. Make sure the single door opens towards you, otherwise you won't be able to use the chute. On top of the turret you can place 3 low walls and your wind turbine. Then on top of these wide gap double doors, place a half wall and a square roof. Then you can put a SAM site in this location. When it's completed, this module should look like this. Again, you'll need to repeat these steps on the other 2 sides of the base. And of course, to use the reverse waterfall, you'll need to place netting in these slots. Now we can add the finishing touches to the shooting floor by joining up each section like so. You can use windows all around if you like, or use full walls, it's completely up to you. You can also add more Patrico kind of peaks if you like, but that's just going to add extra costs and I didn't think it was necessary in this kind of build. But feel free to experiment with it, or if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, just ask me in my Discord. Links in the description. As always, repeat these steps on the other 2 sides of the base to finish off the shooting floor. And with that, the base is finished. So if you managed to make it this far into the tutorial, give yourself a pat on the back, enjoy your wipe, and I'll see you in the next video. But if you can't wait until then, make sure to check out my Patreon and YouTube members for more bases.